Well. It appears that the mysterious dinosaur briefly shown at the end of Diabloceratop's scale tram video was none other than Allosaurus. And I have to say that this is a good choice. Since its debut in early 2016, that Allo was always a very polarizing dinosaur in the Isle. Its incredible popularity amongst paleo enthusiasts and high prowess and hunting down a vast array of playables set this mid-sized carnivore into a rather strange place of love-hate relationship within the fanbase, being constantly criticized for lack of balance, but consistently mained and adored by many people. Despite its rather controversial history in the game, however, most players are excited to see it return in a new branch. And the second a glimpse of that becoming a reality came to be, the community erupted in anxious euphoria. Allo's reveal in this somewhat encrypted and short teaser does tell us, possibly tells us, a very important thing. It implies that we'll see it in Evrima before Rex and Trike. But before going into that, let's first discuss the value this dino brings into the game on its own. Allosaurus fragilis is a mid-sized carnivore that specializes in bleed damage. However, its biggest strength in Legacy was its all-around stats. Allo had decent weight, decent health, decent base damage, speed, stamina, healing, you name it. They weren't bad at everything but excelled at one specific trait, they were slightly above average on everything and exceptionally well in bleed. And being a pack hunter by default only emphasized just how good this predator really was. Through its concept art, which I analyzed practically 2 years ago, we know that its reintroduction will also keep the ambush mechanic that was later removed in Legacy, and a brand new attack named Grapple, which is essentially Omni's current Pounce and Pin, just stronger. Oh boy. This will instantly make Allosaurus the apex predator of Gateway if we exclude Dinosuchus, of course. Its health, weight and damage far outclass any other carnivore present in the roster. Again, if we exclude the Mega Croc over here. And will be the first serious threat to Stegosaurus, which at the moment is at the top of the herbivorous hierarchy. For way too long, the Isle's current branch lacks heavy competition within its playables. The vast majority can barely be identified as mid-tier, so the addition of Allo in particular can hopefully represent the beginning of bigger boys being implemented at long last. Right now its presence will most likely affect the roster balance quite a bit, since it is a substantially larger meat-eater than we currently have on land, but over time, as more dinos are added, that temporary problem will be exactly that, just temporary. Though that is not the only positive thing about all of this. You see, some time ago, it was announced that Evrima would receive its first set of true apexes relatively soon. At least it was implied that we would see them before we got the chance to play many of the mid-tiers planned for the game. At that time, I made a video explaining my perspective that doing so would be detrimental to the game balance-wise, even if they were exclusive to community servers, which they said they would be. The power discrepancy between those two and the rest of the dinos available is so large that it would be almost hilarious seeing it in action. After all, the devs explicitly stated that they would be more powerful than their legacy counterparts, and we all know just how broken they were, so just imagine how they would be. Now, that is still a problem, don't get me wrong, but Allo being prioritized over them is a good sign in my eyes, because even with the addition of Dilo, Herrera and Dibble, it would still be a balanced disaster. Rex and Trike would be utterly untouchable by anyone besides themselves. But with Allo in the game, at least, there is one playable that has a chance against them. And not only that, if we get it quick enough, who knows, we might get another one like Maya, Alberto, Para, Barry, Enki, etc. Obviously, there's no guarantee that's how things will turn out. But now we know that's possible. And if it becomes true, not only the roster in its entirety will be more diverse and complete, but we'll also have a stronger backbone to support the forces of nature that are the Isle Apexes. So even if you don't like Allo at all, see its inclusion as a positive, because in the end, we will all benefit from it one way or another. Are you guys excited for Big Ol' L to step foot into Gateway? Let me know in the comments below. A huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for supporting the channel and the content I create. If you wanna join the ranks, you can do so for only $1 a month. The link will be in the description. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions down below, join our Discord server, engage with the community, and I hope to see you all next time.